Okay, it's Jade and Ruby just doing an editing diary for you regarding our music video of The Night by Bastille. Just going to explain to you how we used Final Cut Pro on the MacBook to edit our music video and the main features of editing that we used.
Right, so one of the first features we used was the text tool on the editing software, just to lay over of The Night and Bastille, which would fit in with the obvious genre of pop music videos, and to show the professionalism of it being a music video that would be shown on telly.
Okay, as you can see, the music video is in black and white, and there's like a vintage feel. We created this by putting a black and white filter over every single shot that we is it imported? Imported into the editing suite, and then onto the music video timeline. Every single shot we used, we then had to lay the black and white filter over and then the vintage effect, and that is consistent throughout the entire music video, which is a feature of continuity, and it also then links to the digipack, which is all in black and white too.
As you can see in this shot, we have kind of like orby things going across it. That was an edit and an effect that we edited in just to make that.
It's called spotlights.
Yeah, that spotlight edit effect, which made our music video seem quite fairy tale like, because like the orbs went across like her legs, and obviously it kind of made it look a bit
magical, kind of like a ballerina box. When you're a child, you open the box, the ballerina dances. That's kind of what we were going for in the beginning, so that emphasised this. As you can see, there's a lighting used there. That is that's just called spotlight, and that there was a slow motion, as well as it's kind of like an overlay tool where you take the image and like almost
clip.
What is when you make a copy? It's like a copy tool,
yeah.
So you take the image and you copy it and you slow it down, then you take the image and you lay it over just to sort of offset.
So it looks like there's a vision of three, like you saw 3 images.
It's like duplicate, and then you slow each one down using the slow motion tool, and you put them offset from each other, so one's a little bit ahead of each other, and then it gives the vision of 3. This shot here was created using the mirror effect?
Yeah, mirror effect.
It's supposed to look like she's looking in a mirror at herself and straightening and adjusting her clothes, which she does in the music video.
Yeah, which you might notice as well as we go on through the music video, we didn't actually use any transitions as such. We used more effects because
Oh, that's a good bit to talk about, actually.
Cool.
We really wanted to use the text to carry the lyrics of the song, and obviously in the Bastille of the Night original video, they do have Bastille of the Night in text at the start, and they do have various lyrics from the song in text flashing up on the screen, and we really like that because it's quite unusual with a music video to have something so simplistic, and one of our main aims was to remain simple. So we chose to incorporate that into ours, and obviously in keeping with the house style that we'd created and chosen, we kept it in black and white. This is like sped up, fast motion.
Yeah.
This bit to give it that joltery
music video kind of feel.
Just because the tempo of the music picked up, and we wanted to show that through the pace of the footage.
Like I was saying as well, we also go on, talk about that bit, Jade.
Do you want to pause it? That's flashing lights. That's what was used on that. Every time we put an effect on, we had to split the clip. So obviously the effect came on that clip, and then when you started the next half of that, it's really hard to explain. It was like a shot of the 3 balloons, but we segmented it into 3, and then we applied the effects to each one, and where it was segmented was as each balloon came in. So that's how we used it. It's quite hard to get used to the editing software, but I think we adjusted quite quickly, and it was a big step up from Pinnacle
last year.
So
we developed as a group
through use of digital technology.
Yeah.
With that.
Also, just before we carry on, before anything else comes up, we didn't really use any transitions like fades into the next shot or anything, because with the music video it doesn't have to be a proper continuity kind of feel how our
It doesn't have to
thriller
be
did.
seamless because
Yeah, exactly.
it's not supposed to
So
be.
it can just be like cut clip, like, and jump from different clips because it's a music video with various shots, various location and costume. So that is why we haven't used many transitions.
And this was a tool we used. Not only did we use the flashing lights again there, but we also used a reverse tool on the editing suite, which basically you have your shot. In the shot, the balloons came from the sky and down, and then you literally just switch it around using it's literally like an undo symbol, isn't it? And it reverses the way that the footage is filmed, so it goes backwards rather than forwards.
We liked this because it gave our music video a more surreal feel that the balloons were obviously going up rather than naturally coming down, and we thought that this looked really good.
And as well, it's something in a music video that you don't see in every single music video, and that's what's important when creating a music video. It's got to have some sort of USP. It's got to have something that's memorable, something that will stick in an audience's mind so that they remember it. So we felt that shots such as that really did capture what we were about and obviously create that unique feel to our music video. And this is called intro flashes, this effect that we used. You should always avoid zooms, is something we've been taught, because they can look very cheap. And if not done correctly, it's quite hard to get a zoom to go as smooth as possible. So obviously, if you don't do a zoom properly, it can make your music video look very tacky, or your thriller in cases of AS. But this intro flashes effect basically did the job for us in a very professional way.
And it made our video look professional.
And it really fitted with the up-tempo rhythm. As it picked up, them flashes really did create, like, just that...
Pretty much.
That feel, you kind of felt it. It created an energy, it created a rhythm, it created that, like, you could get into it because the editing was in fitting with the tempo.
Yeah.
And also that light you just saw coming from side to side when the ballerina was lying on the floor in the balloons is called side lights. Yeah. And it's done to sort of look like when a car pulls up onto a driveway and the house is illuminated and then the cars go off, the lights go off. It's that sort of feel. So we wanted to illuminate the dancer but then go off into darkness again.
As well, I feel with these, like, all these flashlights and side lights we used in our music video, it showed that our dancer was obviously like the pinpoint of the music video, and it highlighted her status, like, as a dancer in general as well, like being in the spotlight, and I think that kind of represented that and resembled that.
This is slow motion that we used here. We slow motion as she burst the balloons and then went back into like normal speed.
And we did that to highlight her, like, obviously breaking the balloons. That
flash you can see there isn't actually an edit. That's strobe lights we used when we filmed. That's highlights, that lighting that came across there.
We used slow motion here. We thought that shot looked really cool with the smoke coming out, even though, like, it kind of blurred the screen. This is one of our favourite shots. Because using the editing, we managed to time the pop of the balloon exactly with the bang of the music as well.
That dance in there is a reverse clip, fast motion, and this cuts to this one, which is slow motion, obviously, to emphasise the leap.
Again, we've got the
intro flashes
here, which again do that zoom in effect for us without actually making it look like an unprofessional zoom.
That's a repeated shot again of the eyes there, just to keep that familiarity there, and obviously go back to a few things that the audience have already seen, just so that there's something to follow and something to grasp. These intro flashes were, like, really good at sort of capturing the final breakdown part of the song as well as she's dancing.
As well, a lot of our shots were actually long shots because obviously we got our dancer to do like a variation of moves and dance moves for us. So they were long shots, whereas the intro lights made it look like they were like cut shots and close-ups and stuff, which helped us work on our shots as well.
That you've just seen there as well wasn't actually a fade. Like we said, we didn't use any transitions. It was actually just as we did the handheld camera and we tilted,
It
used the
happened to move
tilt,
down into the
it just moved
darkness.
down and it went dark. So that's not actually a transition used.
It worked pretty well actually. And then again, we just had the writing overlaid at the end just to symbolise the end of the music video.
The same way it comes up on music
Any
channels
music
and
video.
other music videos. And yeah, that's about it. Overall, using the editing equipment proved quite difficult at first because it wasn't what we was used to. I mean, Pinnacle was what we were used to. And the MacBook Final Cut Pro is quite a step up.
Oh, definitely.
And obviously you have to have that advanced knowledge of how to use it in order to get the best from it. But I mean, it took us a little while to get to grips with it. There was a few sort of problems at the start, but once you've done once you've laid an effect on once, if you want that effect again, you've grasped how to do it once, you can do it again. It's just getting them first effects on, those first lights, those first not transitions, first sort of splitting of clip, and how to get the effects on so like quickly. Like you want one there and then you want one again and one again and one again. You're going to have to split that clip up a lot, and it's just sort of getting the technique to be able to do that.
And also, because our song was very up-tempo, we wanted rapid editing, and we felt that the intro lights really brought this rapid kind of look to the music video as well, because it was very jumping from clip to clip.
Yeah.
And we liked that because we obviously wanted that with the up-tempo beat.
Sorry to interrupt, but just keeping in with that, if you notice as well, the start of the song is quite slow in its tempo in comparison to what it is by the end of the song.
Yeah.
If you look there, a lot of the lighting used, like the spotlights going across,
very slow,
very like lyrical, very calm, and then the flashlights, the intro lights,
it brings all that up tempo.
Yeah, that all comes in as the music, the tempo picks up to make it more exciting. You're joking. I'm in the middle of filming it.